What is up, everybody? It's SithLordWolff here, coming to you with a bit of a Christmas Day live stream here. Not going to be live streaming very much of Destiny 2 today. I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of a build that, thanks to a mod Banshee was selling starting yesterday, going through the reset today. I was able to finally do, he's selling the 2 solar stack charge energy. The two solar energy charged up mod. Apparently this build was actually possible last season, but I did not know about it, and it's still able to be done this season. But basically it's running Way of the Thousand Cuts or Blade Barrage with yeah, and you need it's gonna proc a lot of Burning Edge. But basically what this is going to do is you're going to, basically this is going to get you have your super back a lot, thanks to Shards of Galanor and this little buddy energy converter. So basically you're going to have energy converter, which is for every stack of charge of light, it's going to get you your super back real quickly. Which, thanks to supercharge and charged up, you can have additional stacks of charge of light. You're going to have the max stat allowed, which is 5, because supercharge gives an additional 2. Charged up gives an additional 1, so that's already 3. And which is on top of the original 2 you're already allowed to have. And then you have taking charge, which for every orb you pick up you get 1. Then we have this, which for hand cannon, bow, and scout rifle precision final blows, we're gonna get charged with light for rapidly getting precision final blows with those weapons. Yeah. Then, if doing all that doesn't give us our super back, we're also running 2 copies of Dynamo. And by the way, all credit goes out to, I can't remember the YouTuber's name, but this was a build I got from a YouTuber, so I did not come up with this build. I'm running this build exactly the way he did, except for I don't have the same primary hand cannon he did, because I don't have a roll of True Prophecy with Demolitionist. Because you want a primary hand cannon with Demolitionist to make this build work to perfection. Anyway, but this reduces your super cooldown when you use your class ability, which is your dodge, for your hunter, when you dodge near your enemy. The hand cannon I'm rocking is I have a fully masterworked, range masterwork, old-fashioned with Demolitionist and kill clip. I just fully masterworked it, so. I also have a, for your power weapon, you have, you can rock anything you want, but it's highly recommended to use something with Demolitionist. I'm using an Ambitious Assassin with Demolitionist. And as for, you remember how earlier I mentioned your, how you, keep an eye out on that, the Burning Edge? Well, let me actually show you what it says. While enemies burn, your dodge ability recharges faster. Do you remember the Dynamo I showed you? How dodging your enemies? Yeah. Well, Prometheus Lens kills enemies by burning them, so that is going to rapidly recharge your dodge as well. So I brought us here to the moon to actually show you what this is going to do. Now, mind you, shut up. I'm not going to be able to get orbs quite as fast and charge as light because my Prometheus Lens is not quite fully masterworked yet. I'm at like 50%, because honestly I haven't really been bothering with this weapon up until now. I'm hoping that by using this build for a little while I can fully masterwork it. Oh, that was it. I didn't even realize that was a high value target. But yeah. So basically, yeah, that's what you're gonna want to do. So basically, the thing to do is to hit as many enemies as possible with your blades. And then immediately after you do, chuck that grenade. Now, I didn't chuck the grenade in an ideal spot, but you can see how much of my super I already have back. Oh, really, dude? You got right in the way of my freaking... Alright. But also, I did not have that many stacks of Charge with Light. Alright, you see how many I have right now. I'm going to do this. Also chucking my grenade over with a full stack of Charge with Light. And as you can see, already have my super back. This is a PvE busted build. I'm not quite certain that it would be that effective in PvP. As a matter of fact, I'm almost certain it wouldn't, because Charge with Light's not that effective of a thing unless you build it specifically to be in PvP. Okay, no, you're getting annoying. Let's grab this relic to deal with this wizard. But yes, as you can see, this is actually a very effective build if you use it properly. The last time I used my super, I didn't really have that many enemies to hit with it, so I kind of wasted that, but with this build, as you can see, I am already regaining quite a number of I think even though I don't have it fully masterworked, my multi-kills are still generating some orbs. And I don't know if that's just because it's partially considered masterworked or what. One way or another, I have already charged with light times 5. So what I'm gonna do, as you can see, I kind of wasted the dodge there, but no matter, because we're done. Look around for any stray orbs, like over here. Grab any special ammo, because this build is also heavily reliant on... Yeah. As you can see, I walk away with a 2-stack rocket with full ammo. And if you don't happen to have all the mods for it, that's fine. You can literally... There's other ways you can change it up. You don't have to run everything. This is just the optimal part of the build. And I haven't even mastered the build yet, I just... And honestly, I love this roll that I have on this hand cannon, but I would... Whoa! Okay. Thank you. But as you can see, yeah, like I said, it's just very easy to keep getting the charge with light that I need. The only downside is that if you want to constantly get the multiple super thing going, you have to keep getting your grenade, which is where the demolitionist is going to come in handy. Okay, I I saw someone with the finisher dot there. Where are you? I'm gonna save that because I do have a full. Okay, no. I hate these boomers. I hate the boomers. Ah, relic. That's what I was looking for. I gotta head over here and deal with one of these ones. Seems like no one's going for these two. 1, 2, 3. The other one's down. Deal with you. You hardly freaking got hit. How is that possible? I must have gotten blocked by that little pillar. Again. I'm thinking that most of the time it's because my freaking... I'm thinking that it's what it is. I'm thinking that what it is that it does do the multi-kills, or yeah, the orbs on the multi-kill, but not quite as often as if it was fully masterwork. That or my teammates helping with masterwork weapons is... Whew! Almost lost my charge with light there for a minute. One way or another. Yeah, I'm thinking it has something to do with my teammates helping there because, as you can see, it's not really giving me any. That hurt. Either way, as you can see, I now have my grenade and some of my heavy ammo and my supers fully charged. So this is a very effective PvE build. As I said, I have no doubt that it's probably not going to be effective in PvP at all, unless you could find a way to make it. This weapon itself, I've never really had much luck with PvP with it. The other trace rifles, other than maybe Ruinous Effigy, seem to be at least decent. Oh. Ow. In PvP, if you know what you're doing with a trace rifle, I wish I could do more than a 2-stack, but whatever. Is there another nightmare anywhere yet? No? Oh yeah. Charge light times 2. Here's number. Oh, nope. Okay, there's my grenade. Again, look how fast that recharged my bar. And then the last little bit I need I can get just by freaking orbs of light and just dodging near an enemy. So it's so easy. And honestly, if I was more productive with where I tossed my grenades, I probably wouldn't even need to do that. Because I did see, with some testing I did last night when I first managed to fully complete the build, that I do have the potential to be able to get it off with just the grenade and the... Okay, I do have charge for flight times 5. So now, I'm pretty sure I have my grenade, yep, my grenade and my super are finished, so... I don't see a knight anywhere. Oh, power ammo. Give me that. That. Take that. I was pretty sure you were dead, but I guess not. Okay, there's that last one. So I don't need that. I will take this though. See, look, right there. Already full of it. Let's burn the heck out of all these guys. Burn all these ones. It's, like I said, extremely PvP efficient. All credits to the guys that discovered this build and the guys that I learned it from. When this actually gets converted to a video, I will leave a link in the description, but if I can edit it, but I honestly don't remember who it was at the time. I'm sorry. Prometheus ammo. All credits to being able to turn one of the trace rifles I hated into a weapon that I actually started loving. So, look, my super's already back. The only downside is the fact that my... Oh, where is it? Oh, the nightmare's up there, okay. I don't even think I hit anything. Yep, there it is. Okay, next one's over there. Final nightmare. I think it's still Fogoth, isn't it? So you can get the blasphemer still, which... Why did they honestly sunset the Shadow Cube crap? As far as I know, you weren't supposed to sunset back that far. Okay, so let me show you. Let me go near the enemies. Well, first, oh crap, I'm out of rockets. So that's just one dodge near the enemies is gonna do that. You see how quickly that's doing that? Orbs of light. I wish that I wouldn't have wasted my super earlier because I could easily go roach this nightmare by if I still had that or some rockets. Yeah, see? I knew I wouldn't have been able to do the nightmare without the rockets or the super. Oh, here we go. There we go. That one was a good one. Oh, new fallen guillotine. I'll have to see the roll on that one. The biggest problem that I seem to have is rockets, give me the rockets, give me the rockets. Orb. Those. I'm gonna deal with you, whoever you are. No, no, no! Dang it! Stupid! No. Anyway, I think by now you see how effective this build is. And now I can literally just unload 2 rockets straight into Fogoth. Yeah. Blasphemer, it's probably gonna go straight to my frickin'... This is one of the best places to show builds like this, because you constantly have those enemies swarming you, so it's, yeah. What roll I got? Huh. Triple tap, that actually would have been a good roll before I got Sunset. Maybe not with Genesis, but with the triple tap I actually wouldn't have minded. But yeah, see how, like with this, let's see when the nightmare shows up. That was so easy. Kill that first nightmare, but then again the first one's always easy on the first round. See, even with this build, this weapon still feels extremely weak to me compared to the other trace rifle. The other ones... Ow. The other ones, I'm almost certain I would have taken out at least 1 or 2 more of the nightmares by now. Especially if I was using like Cold Heart with the frickin' Mask of Bakris. Backwards, however you pronounce it. You got some weird sounding A's nowadays. Oops, did not mean to do that. If you're wondering, yes, I did that on purpose. I was trying to get my... There we go. I do have a completely different PvP setup. I run... Well, not completely different. I run this for my power weapon. And I run... Oh, what's the other things? Anyway. Oh, frick! No! And that's the downside, is when they actually slip by you. But yeah, on that build I was just talking about, I usually run, I believe it's, what's it called? Either Adored or Fellwinters as my secondary, and then Last Word or Thorn or Ace. I've been experimenting with Hawkmoon, but those are my main 3 exotic hand cannons that I run as primary. There we go.
No!
Let's grab all this.
I put steak. Put them in there and
I wonder how close I am. I have to have been killing a lot of enemies with this.
There's another girl.
Now that I'm back to max ammo on it, I can actually continue. That's the only part with this build is it consumes a lot, and I mean a lot, of special ammo.
Oh, it's over here.
If you have the room for it, I'd recommend, on your build, I'd recommend putting on something like a special finisher, but as you saw, if you actually have the mods, there is no room for it. But normally you wind up getting lucky enough and you don't need it. So oh, I got lucky there. What the okay. Sorry if I'm not talking that much, I just find that it's really annoying to try to when there's this many ogres. Firing at you. Didn't even freaking hit anything with that one. But that's okay. Whew! And that's why it's okay. Let's grab as much of this special as I can. Alright, I'm full. Fortunately, I don't see any heavy bricks down there, but that's okay. I'm trying to check my Prometheus to see how close it is to fully. 73. I was at 50 before I started. I was actually hoping to work quicker progress, but that's okay. I can grind it on my own time or just keep doing it this way. Alright, charge with light times 5 again. And I'm full. I'm gonna deal with this one up here. Ah! Come on, let me kill this thing before this stupid ogre kills me. Thank you. Give me that. Oh. Okay, back to nightmares. Cool. Didn't realize I was back to hand cannon until after I shot that first shot. I knew something didn't sound right. Down here. Woo! Got you. So the next one's up here. Down here. I'm about to make it. I need to find some more Prometheus ammo. Did any of those guys at all drop some? I see this. So now I'm at a full of that, but I don't see any freaking green bricks. I see brick after brick after brick after brick of white, and one single brick of purple, but no Prometheus ammo. Oh, 2 bricks of purple.
I will get it with you later. Okay. Put it away over
Yeah, you can run it either melee heavy, because you can use the one dodge that refills your melee, or you can use the one that refills your weapon. I found that for this build I prefer using the one that refills your weapon. That way you can just burn, 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 and get your dodge back. And you won't have to worry about, the heck did... Okay, that thing just teleported. What the... That was stupid. Just fire the whole thing. Unload it and unload it even more. Okay, there we go. At least I got a full clip now. Or a full stack of charged is what I mean. Uh-oh. Wizard time. Come on. I held the stupid square button. Give me that. Okay, I literally just need to have just... Okay, cool. I just need to drop you. Gotcha. Jump here to you. Alright, perfect. Nice timing, everybody. Had just enough. Stacks of charged plates still intact. Deal with you. Consume those. And done. See, that quickly, I already got my blade barrage back. See, I've heard people saying they're gonna nerf it, this build, but that's the thing. I don't honestly think they will, because you have to literally, you saw what you have to devote to actually doing this. And it's PvP only, unlike the original shards, where it's like, you could literally just, as long as you hit and kill with it. I mean, granted, like I said, you could do this in PvP, but there's literally no guarantee you're gonna get the charge with light you need to do it. Didn't even realize that the stupid thing had changed spots. Again, the only part this is gonna really hurt me at is against the actual final nightmare against Spogoth himself, because it's not gonna be that good against him, especially if I go in there with no super and no, whatever it's called. Okay. Prometheus and rocket ammo. Which I'm going in there, again, with neither. I'll have plenty of Prometheus ammo, but that's not very good against the nightmares themselves. That can get me my super back just fine, but I didn't see. Oh, there it is. That's what I needed. There's the beauty. So here's what I'm gonna need. She's immune. I'm gonna have to go over here, deal with this one as quickly as possible. There we go. Now, same with this. There we go. Now we just have to deal with these two. Now that might have been a waste using that, but it's that first wave that always messes me up. Immune. I'm gonna quickly run and grab some orbs real quick. Oh, I just saw that and it yeeted me over it. Come on. Come on, this is what I needed. This is how I hitchhike. Give it, come on. Yes! Oh, yeah, baby. I got there that one. Here's just these two. I'm hoping that, from the looks of the timer, I don't think that that other one got through. It might have, but that's fine. Boga, eat Prometheus. As you can see, like I said, extremely busted build. But like I said, not that busted because you can only use it in PvP or PvE. And this kind of spurs people away from relying on stasis, because this is doable with literally newer gear, or older and newer gear. I'm gonna go over the, well, let me check. How close am I again? Oh, oops. I went up 10% during that whole thing. Wow. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna go up. So it does stability and handling. Anyway. So literally, as I said, you're gonna want some kind of hand cannon with demolitionist, preferably an aggressive frame. I recommend True Prophecy if you can get one with demolitionist. That's the hand cannon that the guy I saw had on it. Yeah. I got a pretty decent roll with Demolitionist and Kill Clip with this old fashioned here, so I'm pretty happy with this. This has been really helping my Warlock, so I decided to test it out with this one, and well, I'm pretty happy. Then you're gonna want Prometheus Lens, and you can rock any heavy you want, but it's highly recommended to rock something with Demolitionist, because grenades are a heavy are a must with this build. So Prometheus Lens is because of that burning edge, because it counts as burning, so it's going to give you your dodge back extremely fast. You're going to want a Void Helmet. You want it fully masterworked if you can. You want Precision Charge. And mind you, you can do stuff with other mods, but this is just the way the guy showed me that the build was, and yeah, this basically is the best way to do it. Now, mind you, my stats on my stuff isn't the best stats at all, but these are the best pieces of gear I have for this build right now, so anyway. Precision Charge, so become charged with light by rapidly defeating combatants with precision kills from bows, hand cannons, and scout rifles. And 2 Dynamo mods, so reduce super cooldown when using class ability near enemies, which since you're Hunter, that's dodge. So you'll just be constantly near your enemies dodging to get your, which you saw how effective this was. I showed you guys 2 runs of it, and yeah. For your shards, honestly, you don't need anything else other than a taking charge, and just have a mobility mod to help with your dodge faster, yeah. And make sure you're not too slow moving around. For your vest, this is exactly what I would recommend, because you are going to be near your enemies. I'd recommend a concussive dampener, melee damage resistance. You can also switch that out for sniper or whatever. Just for these 2, I would definitely recommend these 2 mods, or at least concussive dampener. For this one, if you don't want to run those 2, I would definitely recommend this. The guy I watched had this one on. He didn't have this one, but he also only had 8 energy on his chest. But I would definitely recommend these 2. If you don't want to, I would recommend trying to find a way to boost your amount of ammo you can carry for your trace rifle or your hand cannons. I don't know if there's actually one for trace rifles, but I know, at least I thought there was one for hand cannon. Oh yeah, right here. Either hand cannons or rocket launchers, or whatever your power weapon you're using is. But yeah. But these are definitely the 2 I recommend for these middle slots. Other than that, these 2 slots run a minor intellect mod to help with that super increased speed. And the supercharged, as we said earlier, where you can have an additional 2 stacks of charged with light up to a maximum of 5. For your legs, a mobility mod again, stacked with absolution, so reduces all ability cooldowns each time you pick up an orb of power, or otherwise known as an orb of light, but because they had to change the orb of power because people are using darkness abilities now. You don't really have to have anything in this, but I put traction so that while you're sprinting, you can definitely have better movement. You can switch that out. If you have yours at 9 energy like I do, you can switch that out really for anything you want, but you definitely want absolution, because that helps with your grenade and your dodge abilities to recharge. If I didn't do traction, I would probably do the innervation here, because it reduces grenade cooldown time each time you pick up an orb of power. And since you're going to be grenade heavy, yeah. Anyway, but then there's Charged Up. This is the one you definitely need to do for this slot over here. This was the mod I was missing for this build for the longest time, but here they literally just sold this the other day, or just today, or yes, it was yesterday, and the reset hasn't happened quite. Okay, yeah, the reset's happening in like 15 minutes, so I got lucky, got on yesterday and grabbed it while I had the chance, and then tested the build out, and lo and behold, I was happy. I've been wanting a good Blade Barrage build for my Hunter, so yeah, but basically it allows for a 1 additional stack of Charged with Light. Again, the maximum is 5, though this doesn't quite say that. Supercharged does, but this one doesn't say that, but the maximum is 5. So with this and Supercharged, bring you up straight to that maximum. So yeah. And then for your cloak, again, you have 1 slot left open after putting the 2 mods that you're going to really want here, so I suppose there's really no way to put a finisher other than to get more hand cannon open, unless I'm sure some of you guys have better resources to mods here than I do. I basically stopped playing for a couple of seasons, so I missed out on some mods, but you're definitely going to want to run an intellect mod on here, and then of course one of the key mods is the energy converter. While Charged with Light, using your grenade attack grants you super energy, consuming all stacks of Charged with Light. The more stacks you have, the more energy you gain, up to a maximum of 50% of your super energy. So basically the key here is you're going to want to... What the heck is that? Sorry, I recognize that symbol from a picture on a video. Anyway, your key here, basically, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have full grenade, full super, activate the super hit and or kill as much as possible, basically making sure every blade hits. And then immediately after you do that, chuck your grenade. Because your grenade, your shards has basically a timer that starts ticking where it... that is your super cooldown thing, where shards is charging your super. If you activate this at the same time, it's going to basically mega charge your super. And then if it doesn't happen to get it all the way charged, that's where you basically trigger the dynamo from your helmet piece. And the key thing here is try to have a full 5 stack of Charged with Light when you chuck the grenade, because that's gonna basically let you get because if you have 5, it'll give you 50% of your supers and the shards, blah blah blah. And yeah, so it should give you your entire super back if you're lucky. And if it doesn't, the 2 stack of dynamo should be able to, literally dodging next to a couple of enemies, should be able to top you off. And if not, you can literally just either take full advantage of the Demolitionist, or the Prometheus Lens burning to get your dodge back and do it again, or to get your grenade back pretty quickly. And so yeah. And again, if you're wondering why the Prometheus Lens, I explained it, not that. I explained it earlier, but Prometheus Lens kills by burning. I demonstrated it plenty enough how it actually does work. It burns, and that triggers while enemies burn, your dodge ability recharges faster. It does work. So yeah. I'm actually a little bit shocked at how much this how much this build actually surprised me, that it actually works so well. Again, shout out to the person I watched. I'll put a link to your YouTube channel down in the bottom of the video once this video fully comes out. But this isn't the first time that his tips have actually helped me out. I'm sure it's probably not going to be the last. But at the same time, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, great. It's a mod heavy build. Great. I honestly hate builds like that. But then at the same time, there's also the matter that, well, it's mod heavy. That also means that it's less likely Bungie will ever do anything to stop it. Because of the fact that players have to, as you saw, devote a lot of resources to making sure they have all the mods, to making sure they have all the right attributes of armor and pieces and the right energy. And, well, yeah, it's honestly takes a lot of work and stuff. And you basically have to devote an entire build to be able to do it. So the fact that if they ever do nerf it, that's just saying Bungo is a bunch of pricks. Which honestly, I don't at this point think that would surprise anyone, but yeah. But yeah. That's the build, everybody. You got to see it firsthand, how easily it charges. I think I'll just show off one more quick if you're just getting into the stream. You're seeing it's already pretty much here. One quick dodge, and already back. I had a full, yeah. Had a full stack of Charge of Light. Cast it. Killed the Nightmare. Yeah. I will put out a video of testing out to see if it actually works in Gambit as well. Because I've actually been wanting to test shards out in Gambit to see if there was a thing in the old Gambit that the shards instant recharging would still work if you were in a tiebreaker mode. So it would work in regular Gambit to where you would still have infinite blade barrage, but not in Gambit Prime. Well, now they've kind of combined the two. So I'm wondering if against the Primeval, does it still let you do that? Does it not? These are the questions. If you get what I mean. Yeah. Alright, but I think that's going to be all for now. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it off there for anyone to enjoy. If you're watching this in the future and I still haven't put up the link to the video or the link to the comments, just go ahead and leave the link to the video or the link to the channel to the person I got this build from. Please don't let me forget. Yeah, that's it. I'll definitely be doing some Gambit and PvP streams later, I think. I also, if I can get my friend to help me set it up, I might stream from my computer. Now that I have a non-stasis relied build for PvE. Because one reason I haven't been doing from my computer is I don't have Beyond Light or any of that on my computer. So a lot of my stuff, like I still have my exotics and stuff, but I don't have access on my computer. I don't have access to my stasis subclass for any of my classes. So it's just like I'll have it equipped along with my Mask of Bacchus, and I get over there on my computer and it just instantly switches me to whatever light one I had equipped before. So say I had 1,000 cuts equipped, it'll literally say I had stasis equipped, but I had 1,000 cuts, like right here. If I get on my computer, it just acts like stasis doesn't exist because I don't own the online on the computer. But I own it here on the PlayStation. Yeah, it's annoying. As far as I know, they've never done that before. They've always let you keep your exotics from each of them. They've always let you keep your stuff from them before. Even if something required playing through even if a subclass or something required playing through a story to get. Like I recall, the middle trees required you playing through a story to get from Forsaken, and I'm pretty sure. And they wound up. They never, when I got on the computer, they never made me buy a Forsaken on there, which is one reason I don't have any of those on there. By the way, Bungo, if anyone from you is watching this, you guys like need to give us people that actually bought Destiny 2 and paid for all those DLCs and crap something special, because they freaking, or at least like give us still access to all that crap, because me and some of my friends that actually bought Destiny 2 when you actually had to buy it, and we bought Curse of Osiris, we bought the Warmind DLC. Some of us are ticked off, man, that you made Destiny 2 free. You made the like the Red War and all that crap, and then all of a sudden you freaking go and not only do you make Destiny 2 free, but then you sunset some of the crap that some of the campaign crap that we have to pay, that we had to pay for to get. So it's like, hello? Sure, some of that crap they didn't have to pay for, but what about us that did have to pay for? Some of us may have made new characters that we wanted to take through the Red War. At least give us the option, like, maybe not give us the exploration ability to do it, but, like, give us the option to just, like, go through the areas we have to. Hello? But yeah. That's me venting a little bit about that. Me and some of my friends have been saying that for a little while now, so... Hey! I actually found the nightmare that's in here this time. I'll do that. I'll fight this, and then I'll leave it off there. Can I stand up? No, I can't stand on top of this thing. Darn it. It lets you stand on top of shriekers when they're in these little glowing orbs, but it won't let you stand on top of... that thing counts as a freaking... Oh my gosh, and I can burn it to instantly get my freaking, Nightmare of the Sword of Crota. Yeah, believe it or not, that's the first time I've ever actually had gotten here when that one spawned. It's been funny before because of the fact that I've had it to where that thing is I've been standing up here and just seen like a random freaking red dot here, but I never realized that it was a nightmare under here until I went to the Hellmouth one day and people were like constantly killing the ogre over there. And then I looked up what those were, and yeah.